We can...
I saw him move like he was about to talk.
First-time actors, because I would like to give people a chance more so than hiring people that are like well-known.
Stop shaking your foot.
My name is Ethan, and I'm the youngest of the Delaney brothers.
My name is...
My name is Ethan, and I am the scriptwriter for Anathema.
My name is Robert. I am location scout, co-director, co-producer, and...
we are DelaneyBrosProductions.
Yeah.
The two halves of DelaneyBrosProductions, I should say.
Yeah, the location is fully scouted out. Still in talks with the landowner, but we're looking positive on that end.
Yeah,
you know,
it'll be like this. So.
I wanted to shoot a movie in this house since I was 16.
Yeah, well, we've lived here our whole life.
Yeah,
like, well, I've lived here my whole life.
No, literally ever since I first laid eyes on that house, I wanted to make a movie in there, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, every time, it actually used to have trees around it, and it was just, it still is the eeriest house in the town.
Yeah.
And anybody that has actually heard us making this ever since we put up the Facebook and the pages and stuff like that, they've all asked the same thing, where is it? And they will all attest to how eerie this house is.
Yeah.
It gives everybody the chills.
It's definitely
perfect.
Perfect for it, yeah. So we are currently in the early days of the production of Anathema. We are working on a teaser trailer as of right now. And we are hoping to have a casting call
within the next week or so.
Yeah.
Hopefully within the next week, maybe 2.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we can hire a cast of all first-time actors.
Yeah, just so that we can give some new talent kind of a chance. You know, we are a new company ourselves, so giving a helping hand to, you know, people that are taking their first steps into the filming scene would be very great, you know.
It takes inspiration from a lot of the paranormal predecessors to like where we are now. So you have like little influences from personally that I've put in the movie, from like The Conjuring and James Wan and the way he does his things, even down to just camera shots.
Yeah. I actually read that in the script. I personally am a massive video game fan, so I would like to try include some of that kind of stuff into it as well. Not so much shot wise, but you know, the eerie, atmospheric, real tense horror kind of.
We want to kind of, well, I personally want to have the cinematic feel of some of the greatest movies you can think of when it comes to those types of things. I'd like to have shots similar to those out of the movie The Loved Ones, where it's just a long-standing still shot, because it makes the movie just so much creepier at points if you do it right. We're trying to take it from the typical found footage film, where it's just 90% jump scares and a beacon of light that looks like a flashlight, and then the rest of the screen is black, to making this feel like a YouTube video, but a much more cinematic YouTube video.
Oh, 100%, yeah. It comes down to all the equipment that we want to get as well, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want to spare no expense on that now, because we do want the best production quality that we possibly can get out of it. Again, we plan on getting proper professional editors, sound engineers, everybody that we possibly can on this.
I think personally that they are the only people that we'd hire that aren't first-time workers.
Basically, yeah. Well, that's just because of the fact that it would be the finish, you know, the polish that puts everything together. You know,
it also takes so much more time off of our hands because we are doing quite a lot for this film, and it can get very stressful but we are working through it all. I put in the script specifically that I wanted this to feel a lot more like real world things.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to some sort of made up world. Like, you've got zombie movies where they've never heard of a zombie before. You've got ghost stories where it's like the typical haunted house, and then you've got your dumb girl who has no idea what's going on. And I wanted all these people to
very
feel
generic.
real. Yeah, you've got the jock. I think they kind of took the idea of Scooby-Doo's gang and made them real.
Yeah. And but it's the thing of every single movie has that, and you just kind of want to, you know, put real people into the, you know, the shoes of these characters instead of just having a generic.
Exactly. I wanted this to feel extremely real.
Oh yeah.
So we've all gone as far as to come up with a team of people who will each person individually will feel as realistic as we can make them. We put them in a proper YouTube team, so they have their own name, they have their own like merchandise, they have their own everything, and it's just going to give it that sense of realism that like a lot of movies don't.
Yeah.
And we'll be keeping you completely posted on all of our social media platforms, which you can find on our page, our Indiegogo page. We are going to be keeping like shots of anything we do, videos from behind the scenes of everything we do, and
very special behind the scenes footage only for the webpage though.
Yeah. And then there's like a bunch of little snippets of information we'll release as well. And we'll obviously update our Indiegogo page as we go along.
We'll keep that up to date. We'll keep everybody who's putting anything in, we'll keep you all up to date. You got to know where your money's going, and we want to show absolutely everything. It's our first project. We want to show everything, every step of the way anyways, you know.
I grew up a horror fan, and it was because of him I got into it. So we've talked a whole lot throughout our lives about horror, and not only horror, but how much we'd like to make something. And now that it's kind of come to fruition, we're trying our hardest to make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible.
100%.
It's going to be really fun to just put it all together and see what the outcome is. It might not be the best movie ever made in the world, you know, but it's going to be something that you'll see when you watch it. You'll see the passion that was put into it from everybody.
100% passion project.
That was on set that day.
Yeah.
Or for the week, however long it takes us to film the whole thing. And, like, it really will show. It won't be just one of those things.
The goal is to get the house for 7 days. And then possibly 1 or 2 more days if reshoots are needed.
Yeah.
We're kind of hoping to not have to do anything like that, but if it needs to be done, like we got to do what we got to do.
There's 1,000 ways this could go wrong, you know. It could be as simple as we get here and we're like, oh my god, I can't believe we finished the film, and we check one of the cameras and one of the clips is wrecked.
Oh, I would cry.
Luckily enough,
I would. I'd be so tired at that stage. I would cry.
Luckily enough for the way I want to shoot it, I would like to, even if we get a scene perfect, I would like to do it again, just to make sure we have that backup file.
Oh, hey, look, we have to duplicate pretty much everything. Like I already explained, photographs that are going to be shot for the movie are going to be done in many different ways. We are making sure that nothing gets corrupted in this.
We kind of want to make our own mark on horror. Like, you've got movies you know are made by people. Like, if you ever see a Rob Zombie film, you go, Rob Zombie. Like, even if you don't know who it is.
I would love to do for modern horror what the Blair Witch did back in the day.
Yeah. I personally think with a lot of this stuff, like a lot of the movie stuff that we want to do, it takes much more effort to pull off, but I think we're both willing to do that on such a low budget for the fact that we want to be able to prove you don't need millions of dollars to make a good film.
Oh.
Terrifier 2, $250,000, and that man made such a good film.
Oh, Art the Clown, legend.
When it comes down to the effects, though, like, he used as like little CGI as possible and primarily practical effects. And
oh man, no wonder those movies are so gory.
Yeah, and it looks so fucking good because of that.
I had to look away a lot during that movie.
Did you?
I can't handle gore very well.
Okay, so just want to say a massive thank you to anybody who's donated already, and to anybody
Anyone who
will donate. You have nothing but our utmost appreciation, and truly, we would not be able to do this movie without you.
Yeah.
Truly.
And we'll try our best to make sure that everybody gets something very personalized with their perk order as a show of thanks. And even if you don't have the money to donate towards us, if you could just share the Indiegogo link or some information about the movie.
And hey, look, even if you don't want to invest right now, if you want to just like our pages or even follow our pages, maybe you'll see something that will, push you in that direction. Look, 15 quid gets you naming the titles either way.
Yeah.
And anything small, we're not even saying grab the biggest ones there. It's just anything at all.
Yeah,
that
a
will
little
help.
goes a long way. And
It really does.
we will be able to do something amazing with it, hopefully. So, yeah, with all that being said, that's pretty much all we can say now.
So again, massive thank you to anybody, and we will see you in the future with the next video.
Yeah.
And stay up to date, because we are going to have the trailer out
Very soon.
very, very soon.
And I'll update the Indiegogo as well with every cast member we pick, with their names and maybe headshots as well.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll introduce at that time the character names as well, as a little teaser towards something to do with the movie. And we'll update the Indiegogo page, as we said, and every other social media platform we have will have something new dropped on it. So yeah.
Stay tuned with the main page. The DelaneyBrosProductions.com.
Yeah.
Because everything plus bonus is going on there. Literally everything and anything that we do will be on that. So you won't miss anything.
Yeah. Thank you.